Welcome to the Chic Show. Chic, cheap, repeat. Today I have part 1 of Love is Black and White, featuring black and white DIYs for Valentine's Day. Project number 1 is a black heart wreath. This beaded wreath is from Dollar Tree, and I took it outside and gave it a coat of matte black spray paint. I added some lamb's ear and also some white paper roses. This is beautiful as it is, but I wanted to add a little bit something else to the top, so we're going to make a wood tag. I had some wood tags that I got from Dollar General, and I have this rub-on transfer from Dollar Tree, and I'm cutting out this particular saying here. In French it says, "Two hearts in love need no words." I think that's a beautiful saying. I am painting the wood tag with plaster. It's my favorite white Waverly chalk paint. It's not stark white, it's a little bit creamy. Once the tag has dried, I'm going to apply the rub-on transfer just with the rub-on method. It doesn't quite fit all on there, but I think it works well enough. Now I'm using a gold paint pen just to trace around the edges, just to give it a little something. Now I'm just going to attach it with some black sheer ribbon, and that's it. This is a bit modern, a bit French country, and a bit farmhouse. Project number 2 is a floating frame. This frame is from the Target Dollar Spot. First, I removed the inserts. They're not actually glass, but they look like glass. So I removed both of those, and I'm going to paint the frame in Waverly ink. Because I wanted to be able to use this frame again for other things, I used this cutting mat from Dollar Tree and cut it to fit in between the two pieces of glass that go in the frame. It gives it more of a frosted look, but I can replace it and not have to scrape anything off. I made some decals with my silhouette, and this is a quote by Beethoven. I've used it before and I'm likely to use it again. It's one of my favorites. Ever thine, ever mine, ever ours. Now I can place the two pieces of glass on either side of the quote and slide it right back in the frame. Project number 3 is a textured art canvas. I gave the canvas a coat of Waverly white. I had tried to trace something on it at one time and gave up on it. So I am painting the front and the sides with Waverly white. I've had this modeling paste for quite some time and it was very dried out, but I thought I would try to mix a little bit of water with it and see if I could get it, bring it back to life. And that did work. I did add some of the gold paint just to kind of give it a color. Now I'm just using a paintbrush and painting on a heart. I felt like I would have more control with this than I would with some other tools that you'll see me use later. Now that I pretty much have the shape down that I want, I'm going back with putty knives that I did get from Dollar Tree, and I'm smoothing that on to make it a textured look, but a little bit smoother than the brush was allowing. I'm going to let this dry overnight, and then I'm going to come back with some paint. The next day I did come back with some rub and buff. I tried using a brush at first, and then I switched over to just a rag and my finger. And then I went back using the brush to get into some of those tinier crevices. Project number 4 is a shelf sitter. This is one that I had remade for Christmas, which I'm going to keep that side because I do like it, and I'm just going to place this where you won't even see the other side. So first, the front side will get a coat of Waverly ink. I wanted to cover up the word gather, so I used Waverly white. It did take several coats to cover that up. Now I'm going to be using these double hearts from Dollar Tree. I'm going to tape them down and give them a coat of Waverly in ink. While the hearts dry, I'm going to make a sign for the top of the house using these stamps. I'm going to tape them together so that I only have to stamp one time rather than each individual letter. This popsicle stick is what I'm going to use for the sign. I'm going to give it a coat of Waverly white, a couple of coats of it, and then I'm going to cut it down to size and stamp right on top. Before I add the sign, I'm going to use some of this black and white twine from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be putting a few pieces across the top. You can see here my vision. And next, I will glue on the hearts and glue on the sign, and this project will be complete. And here's a look at the completed project. Thanks again for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and be watching for part 2 coming very soon. If you liked anything in this video, be sure and give me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot, and I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing as well. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.